welcome to Should I Go? Today we're venturing deep into Romania, truly a land of history and mystery. From haunted castles perched on Transylvanian cliffs to eerie forests and cursed ruins, Romania is bursting with spooky legends and unexplained phenomena. It's the kind of place that makes you wonder what's lurking just beyond our understanding. In an upbeat spirit of adventure and, a dash of ancient alien-style intrigue, let's count down 7 of the most mysterious places you can visit in Romania. And hey, stick around for a special bonus spot. Get ready for haunted history, paranormal hotspots, and travel tips for each bizarre destination. Let's kick things off with number 7 on our list. On the outskirts of Bucharest, where city blocks give way to fields, the ruins of Chiajna Monastery rise like a phantom from the past. This 18th century monastery was built grand and sturdy, intended to be one of the greatest churches of its time, with thick stone walls and impressive architecture. But fate had other plans. Shortly after construction, Ottoman Turks attacked the area, mistakenly believing the large monastery might be a fortification. In the chaos, the monastery was shelled and left unconsecrated, never officially put into service as a church. Then came a plague, and Chiajna's unfinished halls became a refuge for the sick and dying. All of this misfortune birthed the legend that Chiajna is cursed. For over 2 centuries it has stood abandoned, its bell tower partially collapsed. A 1977 earthquake brought it down, and its bell reportedly thrown into the Dambovita River to hide it from further Turkish destruction. Locals claim that on certain moonless nights, the phantom bell still tolls from beneath the waters, a disembodied clang echoing across the fields. Others have witnessed a shadowy figure, possibly the ghost of a long-dead abbot, or perhaps Lady Chiajna, a fanatical noblewoman from that era, wandering among the crumbling walls. The nickname Cursed Church stuck, and many Bucharesters wouldn't dare visit after dark. The whole scene is straight out of a horror film, graffiti-covered brick walls, an eerie silence punctuated only by distant dog barks, and a sense that you're not entirely alone as you explore the shell of the monastery. Some paranormal investigators have recorded EVPs, mysterious voices on tape, and strange light orbs here. Whether you go for the history or the hauntings, Chiajna Monastery is a spine-tingling piece of Romania's puzzle, a place where you can literally touch a cursed legend. In a remote corner of Prahova County, not far from the Carpathian foothills, lies number 6, a place that even maps struggle to name. Locals call it Prăpastia Dracului, the Devil's Precipice. This isn't a building or a marked tourist spot, but rather a haunted hillside shrouded in myth. According to legend, a band of outlaws once stashed a huge treasure somewhere in these hills, and to keep greedy hands away, they struck a deal with dark forces. Evil spirits were set to guard the hoard, cursing the place for all time. Those brave or maybe foolish enough to hunt for this treasure often live to regret it. People say if you dig for the gold, you'll lose your mind, quite literally. Adventurers who've poked around here have experienced sudden panic, disorientation, even a sense of being teleported to another spot without remembering how. There are eerie reports of treasure hunters who disappeared for days, only to be found wandering miles away in a daze. And in one particularly bizarre bit of lore, some claim to have encountered creatures with human bodies, but the heads of bulls guarding the hidden trove. Either way, the Devil's Precipice remains one of Romania's enduring unsolved mysteries, a place where nature and the supernatural seem to intersect. Hiding in a quiet forest glade not far from Bucharest is number 5, a small, seemingly ordinary pond that locals are, a bit too afraid to touch. They call it Balta Vrăjitoarelor, the Witch's Pond. It's only a few meters across, but don't let its unassuming appearance fool you. This little pond is absolutely drenched in dark legend. For one thing, nothing lives in its waters, no fish, no frogs, not even algae. And animals, they refuse to drink from it altogether. The strangest part, the pond's size and water level never change. Whether it's a scorching summer or a heavy downpour, the water remains eerily still and constant. Spooky, right? Local legends say witches gather here under the full moon or on special magical nights, like Midsummer's Eve, to perform their rituals. People have whispered about strange chants and flickering lights in the woods around the pond late at night. And here's a really chilling detail. It's said that Vlad the Impaler, yes, the Vlad, met his end at this very spot, beheaded after a battle. Locals swear his restless spirit still wanders through the picturesque forest, perhaps drawn to the dark energies of the rituals. If you're feeling brave enough to visit, maybe skip midnight. You wouldn't want to accidentally stumble upon a witchy gathering, now would you? Deep in the heart of Transylvania, just outside Cluj-Napoca, lies number 4 Hoia Baciu forest, often called the Bermuda Triangle of Romania. This dense wood has earned a reputation as the world's most haunted forest. Think of every paranormal phenomenon you've heard of. Hoia Baciu has it all. People report disembodied voices echoing among the trees, floating orbs of light at night, sudden pockets of cold air, and even physical effects like unexplained rashes, headaches, or nausea after venturing inside. In one notorious tale, a shepherd and his 200 sheep vanished without a trace in these woods. In another, a young girl disappeared, only to reappear 5 years later with no memory of what happened, and supposedly not a day older. The centerpiece of the strangeness is a perfectly circular clearing where no trees or vegetation will grow, as if the land is scorched by something we can't see. Scientists tested the soil and found nothing wrong, yet plants refuse to live there. Alien portal, perhaps. In fact, a famous 1968 photograph shows a UFO hovering above the forest, which gave Hoia Baciu international fame among ufologists. Weird stuff indeed. If fairy tale castles can have dark secrets, then number 3 Corvin Castle, Castelul Corvinilor, in Hunedoara, has a treasure trove of them. This magnificent Gothic fortress, all imposing stone towers and drawbridges, is also one of Romania's most haunted locations. As you cross the creaky wooden bridge into the castle, imagine the centuries of bloodshed and intrigue that took place here. One legend tells of 3 Turkish prisoners who were promised freedom if they could dig a well through solid rock. After years of toil, they struck water, only to be executed instead of released. Ouch. It's said the prisoners cursed the castle with their dying breaths. To this day, visitors claim to feel cold drafts, hear unexplained whispers, and even see shadowy figures flit across the courtyard. Some swear they've spotted the ghost of a woman in white roaming the halls, perhaps a victim of some medieval injustice, unwilling to leave. Whether you believe the ghost stories or not, the castle's dungeons and dimly lit chambers definitely fire up the imagination. High atop a rugged cliff in the Bucharest mountains stand the ruins of Poianari Fortress, often called the real Dracula's castle, and it's number 2 on our list. This was one of Vlad the Impaler's actual strongholds, and unlike Bran Castle, it's truly off the beaten path. To reach the top, well, you'll have to climb 1,480 stone steps zigzagging up the mountainside. Talk about earning your adventure. But the reward? Stunning views. And, if the legends are true, a close encounter with Vlad's tragic past. Local lore claims that Poianari is haunted by the ghost of Vlad's wife. In the face of an Ottoman invasion, she is said to have leapt from the tower walls to her death, rather than be captured. Some visitors even report seeing mysterious flashing lights near the tower where she jumped. Could it be her restless spirit signaling her presence? Who knows? Before we get to number 1, just a quick slightly annoying plea to like this video and subscribe. It actually helps out the channel a lot, so thank you. Okay, on to our top spot, the most mysterious place in Romania. I bet you guessed it already. Deep in the heart of Transylvania, Bran Castle looms like something out of a Gothic horror novel, and for good reason. Perched dramatically atop a rocky hill, this imposing fortress has stood watch over the region since the 14th century, its stone walls echoing with centuries of history and legend. This majestic cliffside stronghold is famously known as Dracula's Castle, drawing visitors from around the world who are eager to step into the pages of Bram Stoker's classic novel. Its spires and turrets so perfectly match Stoker's description that you half expect Count Dracula himself to greet you at the door. But the real history is just as fascinating. Over the centuries, Bran Castle has served as a royal residence, a military fortress, and even a customs post between Transylvania and Wallachia. Its halls have witnessed intrigue, battles, and royal banquets. While Vlad the Impaler, the real-life ruler said to inspire Dracula, may never have lived here, his legend lingers, entwined with tales of Strigoi, the evil spirits said to haunt the villages nearby. In true ancient aliens fashion, one might playfully ask, could there be a grain of truth to the vampire legends? The castle's eerie atmosphere, with its shadowy corridors and cold stone halls, certainly makes you wonder, or at least sends a chill down your spine as you wander Bran's mysterious rooms at dusk. Okay, I promised you a bonus mysterious place in Romania, and here it is. Thanks for sticking around this far. Not everything spooky in Romania is ancient, some of it's towering right over Bucharest's skyline. The Palace of the Parliament is actually the heaviest building on Earth and one of the largest. Built by dictator Nicolae Ceausescu, it has over 1,000 rooms, secret tunnels, and get this, whole sections that are still unexplored. Rumors abound that the palace holds hidden bunkers, sealed rooms, and strange acoustic effects that confuse sound and space. Some even believe the building was constructed on a cursed site, or that it was deliberately designed with esoteric numerology in mind. Whether or not you believe in haunted architecture, one thing's for sure. Standing inside this massive marble monster, you'll feel awestruck and, well, maybe even a little uneasy. Romania, land of history and mystery. I think we've seen just how fitting that title really is. But when you ask yourself, should I go to Romania? What's your answer? Is it a yes, or maybe a maybe, but probably not? Let me know in the comments. For me, Romania is absolutely amazing. I mean, where else can you tour an opulent palace in the morning, hike through a haunted forest in the afternoon, and enjoy a folklore-filled festival by night? Whether you're drawn by the ghost stories, the breathtaking scenery, or the warm hospitality of its people, Romania will leave you with memories, and maybe even a few goosebumps that last a lifetime. So embrace the mysteries, enjoy the culture, and who knows, you might just discover that some legends are totally worth the trip. Thanks for joining me on this spooky adventure. If you enjoyed unraveling Romania's secrets, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more fun journeys into the unknown right here on Should I Go, your channel for destination decisions. Until next time, happy travels.